Hello and salutations to the bee kingdom, where their only weakness could be dogs.
Now whoever's dog will be the champion, we'll have to wait and see how this video unfolds.
Oh jeez, those big giant, like, I'll call them boulder bees. Those boulder bees suck. They charge, and that's really their own attack, but if they hit you with a charge, it will deal 2 full points of damage.
Oh yeah, it makes sense.
And of course, let's not even talk about the freaking drill bees.
Yeah, so before we started recording, both attempts beforehand was Cody, my dog barking into the mic.
Oh, it's okay. Honestly, between Lucy and Cody, we have many ideas for if we ever wanted to have more Rush audio.
Yeah.
It's funny, I did do that years ago on like my earlier Mega Man stuff, just take recordings of Lucy barking and whining and use that as Rush. But then I decided, nah, I feel like that would get old after a while, so I just decided to voice it myself.
What do you mean Rush?
That's Mega Man's
Rush.
dog.
Oh, Rush
Yeah, Mega Man's dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Dog,
The
just
red
dog
robot
characters
dog.
in general.
Right.
Dog characters in general, which I think I posted that earlier. I don't know if you guys saw, but yeah, apparently, fun fact is that whenever they have dogs like actually acting in movies, they usually have to like put like
CGI their tails.
Well, like they usually have to like wrap their tail in green or something. I don't know, like something to like mask it so that they can animate it later. Because most dogs, whenever they're performing, everyone's like, "Yes, we did it." The dog can't stop wagging its tail no matter what mood it's supposed to be in the scene because they're so happy to be doing a good job.
Right.
They're so happy.
They're either happy or they're excited or they're anxious to do something.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on. Ah, shoot. Okay, this is
That's awkward.
I also don't know if I said this or not, but probably goes without saying. If you have a phobia of bugs, this game is not going to help you.
I mean,
It's better about it than most other games that have bugs in it, because at least they make them really stylized.
And toony.
I mean, in real life, I have a huge phobia of cockroaches and sometimes spiders. But otherwise, I don't have a huge problem with bugs.
I don't know if you've come across a cockroach yet. I feel like you should have by now.
I
Yeah.
haven't
Even a
in my
cockroach in
house.
this game.
Yeah, I mean, like in real life, I'm like, if I see a cockroach there, I just immediately like wince and just I don't want it around me at all.
Oh God! And God forbid it has wings and starts flying.
Oh God,
Yeah.
no.
All right, so yeah, look at our map. We've done a pretty solid job. We're over here now, and we're gonna be heading our way over towards the Forgotten Realm.
Ooh.
I need to find where the heck a map is, but I think it's Cornifer. Should have been here by now.
I
think we took a-
Where
think
is
we took
Cornifer?
I think you took a wrong turn in that map there. Or a wrong
I was
turn
gonna say we took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Why is Albuquerque such a fun name to say? Ow!
I don't know. I
Yeah.
guess because it's just a fun word to say.
That's fair.
It's
I'm
just
also gonna do
it's-
something.
It's a stupid thing to say. That's why it's funny.
Well, and it's
also
also funny the way Bugs says it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because of
his
that accent.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna say right now, this is one of my least favorite mask pieces to go for. I have to lure this dude to hit the far wall, and I think he did. He did. Nice.
Yay.
Okay. I usually hate doing that because he can go like a pinball out of control.
Yay, we
and hurt
complete
me
the
very
alien head.
quickly. That's. Oh, we're okay. We're getting there. A couple more left. Well, go ahead, James.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
If I was
I
gonna
mentioned
say,
the bug.
I think I already said what I needed to say. Just yeah, it was mine. No one should
Okay.
take it from me. Ow!
I saw it
for
first.
maybe him.
I saw it first. Wait. I didn't. I'm sorry. What was the thing that Embryo said? Like, it's light bright. I didn't invent it.
My attempt.
was it?
It's not evil, so why is it in the pile?
Just throws it away. I wonder if half of this was I wonder if half that was improvised.
Knowing
and they
Maurice,
just
I
left it
would
in.
not be surprised if at least a good chunk of it was improv. I think
Oh,
one
yeah.
of my favorites. I know Matt still swears by the Bible line. One of my favorites is very early on, where it's like, I invented the evolvo rate,
what
and all
the-
the techniques said, what?
I died, so I have to get my
okay.
I have to get my shade back.
I
whoa.
just noticed the cracked HUD.
Yep. So that
Oh.
crack means I didn't have my full mana bar, but there, I got my shade back and all my money.
I think-
And also, go ahead.
I think that's the first time that I've seen the shade that I can remember.
I think I did one other time, but
Who's that in the background?
that's the queen bee.
Oh.
Oh,
Lord.
she's a big.
It's actually, but unfortunately, she's actually dead. However, her knight is her strongest knight is not. However,
Crap.
so we gotta fight him.
Your queen is dead. This fort is useless.
It should be, but do not be very cautious around him because he can move very fast. Anyway, we were talking about Maurice LaMarche, I think.
Yeah, I was talking about the one line of his that to this day is still one of my favorites. It's very early on when he's correcting everyone, going, "No, I invented the Evolvo Ray and all the things that Cortex stole. I was in the first game!" As he walks out.
Yeah, that was funny.
And just straight up walks out.
Yeah, he just hangs out. I like that. I was like, wait, read your Bible? I wrote it.
It's like, let's see, there was also that, some of the bits during the boss fight against him. Well, you were wrong and I was right as Betamax.
Dang.
Is he barking
Yeah,
those bees out?
I would
Yes,
not be surprised.
Oh, so he's a female.
Well,
So it's a girl house.
Soldier bees are female, aren't they?
I think you're right because I think the males are typically drones.
Yeah.
So it's an amateur.
There we go.
And the last line of defense has been shattered.
Quite literally.
Jeez, he just explode. Oh, wait.
Oh.
What?
Huh?
Oh,
Oh.
there it
Oh,
goes.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, he wanted to pay his last respects. I almost thought he just exploded. No memories for me. I
don't
thought he just
deep
outright
it.
exploded. I thought he just outright exploded earlier. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
Really, Ellie? Nothing?
No.
And for our troubles, we get a hive blood.
Well, I said...
High blood is actually a really good charm if I'm using it in the proper circumstances. Hive blood replaces all of my hearts with. Whoa!
Oh, hello.
Oh, it's the
you.
queen. My knight. At last you are freed.
And her name is Vespa, of course.
Yeah.
You're a lot smaller in
thing.
person.
I know you're kind.
Boy, it's true. Death really does take off the pounds.
And size.
If you attempt to resolve your past, then no, I am not the queen you seek.
Yeah, we need to find the real queen of Hollow Nest.
And it is the pale beings that bear blame for your nature. Though this hive exists within Hollow Nest, we play no part in its attempt at perpetuation.
Yeah, they're completely they're apart from all this mess.
Oh, well.
So,
Arrivederci then.
Whee!
all right. So,
Nice.
also, yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, crap, I was gonna say something.
Their whole system is like, shit. I'm sorry. I had something in mind and I couldn't.
Well, I guess
it.
What sort of purpose do you serve, O Queen Bee? A very brief cameo.
I was gonna
Me
say, like,
too.
you raise a pretty good point in that, like, we just kind of showed up, kicked a bunch of their butts, destroyed their prize knight, and stole their valuable treasure. And she's like, "Okay, you can get out. You can leave now. That's
like,
cool."
Thank you for freeing my spirit. Now kindly fuck off.
You know what though? In all seriousness, though, we literally just opened up the doors for the corruption to literally seep into the hives even more.
Oh crap! You're right. I just
Ooh,
opened
yeah.
two big doors.
Well, enjoy your fate.
Away! See you guys.
Sorry.
Deuces. But yeah, so Hive Blood, it replaces all of my hearts or masks or whatever. I'm calling them hearts. It replaces all my hearts with honey hearts in a sense. Where
Honey hearts.
the catch with the honey hearts is that, again, those crystals are your clue that I can use my dashes over here. Oh, we're near the sewers again.
Oh, look at
Anyway,
that.
the honey hearts basically it takes up a lot of charm slots, which is why
that's
I'm
right,
not
you
going to
swim in
use
the
it all
acid.
the time. Yep.
Or actually,
Thank
wait, is
you.
that acid?
Yeah, it is. It's bubbly acid.
Okay.
But I have Yzma's tear, so I can. Anyway, what was I saying? You can the honey hearts act like normal hearts, except over time they will actually regenerate themselves. It takes a while. It takes a while for them to, so don't expect for it to be useful in any combat situation. But it's interesting if I'm like going on a long haul, like platforming, and
So
I don't.
basically,
I don't have time to heal.
it's basically it's kind of like a long-term rejuvenation thing.
Right. The only reasons why I don't use this because I mean I can heal pretty quickly if I deal enough damage, and it takes a lot of and it takes a lot of charm slots to have equipped.
So,
and I'd rather have that on
in essence,
damage.
it's completely pointless.
In some circumstances, I will use it in one part of the game, but
Whoa,
I'll
look at
use
all
it
the
in one
bees.
part. And there we go. I will use it in one part of the game because it can be sometimes tricky, but otherwise, I don't really particularly use it. But I mean,
Now that I
that's
think about it, though, now that we've effectively conquered the Bee Kingdom, are we now the king of the bees?
God damn
It is
it.
the,
The king of the
God,
boys.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that entire saga
Thank you,
of
Hermie.
that ghost or whatever the heck he did.
Which
Was.
what is this?
Okay,
It was
so
this-
there's this
Here's
whole
Kingdom's Edge.
Christian friendly series called Hermie and Friends, and one of the shorts that was associated with it was involved this bee character named Buzzbee, and he was essentially just this Elvis looking bee that proclaimed he was the king of the bees.
And the entire like plot, the entire moral was that his ego was really out of check. And he believed himself to be better than everybody else until just, yes, I'm God. And God just talks to him. And he's like, no, you're the king of. He finally sees the light. I don't know.
Honestly,
and the
honestly, there's one thing I will say about. Well, I mean, I'm kind of in that. I'm like, why would I ever watch that whole series? Considering it's just, well, again, just another one of those Christian-friendly kids programs. But
Yeah,
I will say,
not
I
to
do
mention
like its interpretation of God in that, well, he's honestly the most chill god you'll ever find in multimedia.
There's only one other God that I could consider to be even more chill, and that would be God as portrayed by freaking oh god, I forgot
Morgan
his
Freeman?
name. No, not Morgan Freeman. He was fun though. No, I meant crap. Okay, he was in Jurassic Park. He was in The Fly. Actor.
Oh, Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, God as played by Jeff Goldblum, which did happen in a show called Happy.
Oh god, of course it'd be
That
fucking
sounds
happy.
hilarious.
I'll find you that clip later after this week, but no, it's pretty funny just how casual he is about it. It's like,
Meanwhile, we're
he's
just killing more bugs.
No, don't worry. I will say those masked flying guys, I suck because that try shot, I never know how to account for it and dodge it properly. But no, like so Jeff Goldblum as God is like he's talking about all the crazies, like the fanatics who like he's like, yeah, God told me to do this, God told me to do that. It's like, no, not me. Definitely wasn't me saying to do that. There we go.
To be fair, that's also a series where the main hero is basically this cop who can literally see a dead was it a dead girl?
Imaginary. It was not a dead girl. It was a kidnapped girl's imaginary friend.
Okay, so yeah,
Ah.
basically he can see some random kidnapped girl's imaginary friend.
And the whole gimmick of the show is here's a wacky cartoon character, also really brutal, like freaking like Sin City-esque things going down in this city.
Because that's a trope we've never seen before, right?
I mean, that's the thing I've been seeing a lot is like comic. I've seen a lot of gritty comic book. It's like Watchmen did it, and then V for Vendetta kind of did it. Oh, finally, another a swordsman place who can teach me new tricks.
Ooh.
And I take it this is another update exclusive thing.
No.
Oral.
I wouldn't say exclusives. These guys were here since the original. These are
okay.
These are the nail masters who will teach me the fine arts of the nail. I apologize. I think I was talking as though I've seen this guy for the first time ever. I apologize. That was a lie. This is the first time I'm meeting one of these dudes. This is Nail Master Oro. He is one of 3 brothers who are masters of the nail, and they each have their own things. One guy will just give me the nail art right away. This guy demands payment, and the other guy just wants some help, and he will teach me in the arts of fighting.
Damn.
Interesting.
And that's how we get our challenge and our charge attacks, like the dash slash.
Ooh.
What I do is you hold down the square button, and then once you are fully glowing with rage, perform a dash, and at the end of your dash, release it, and you'll like slash towards someone with a lot of strength.
Wow.
Huh. Okay.
Remind me of my brothers. Like Luigi. Oh, I'm bored, I'm out of it. Go back to the world traveler and leave me to my solitude. And he bows in honor. Okay, that's cool. Alright, see you, bye.
Nice to meet you.
Honor and all that.
Thanks for the tips.
Hold the square button. Ha!
Oh,
So, again, hold the square button. Dash, release.
that's pretty neat.
Huh.
Is it any more powerful than your usual slash?
Oh, absolutely. It's just, the dash one is very tricky, and I want to try to avoid using it. Oh,
Oh.
I think it was a testing dummy. Strong gut breath. Oh, this may have been their father or something. That he was like the one they trained with. Oh, cool, another magic statue.
He was training alongside his 3 sons, and then all of a sudden he pretty much wasn't paying attention to the spear that he threw up into the air.
No. I'm gonna teach you.
Which-
I'm gonna
which
show you
can
guys a really
happen.
cool trick.
Which can happen if you're not careful with your spears.
Like, honestly, no, I can imagine it now. He throws it up. He's not even looking upward. He just holds his arm up. Doesn't even immediately realize that the spear was aiming at the wrong position, and then
I think they've. Actually. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say. Actually, no. My thing goes on a slightly different topic. You first.
Okay. Well, you made me think of a kind of funny if gruesome story that my anthropology instructor told us while he was with I think I can't remember which tribe or where it was, but he was helping to hunt for monkeys in trees using spears.
Like out in. Okay, I hear it. All right.
Yeah, because like one of their staple foods is monkeys, and
Right.
so he was out there doing that with the tribe, and he misfired his spear, and it landed in his shoulder.
oh,
Wait,
Like
how
it was
did
sticking
it-
through
wait,
his shoulder.
Wait, so he missed his throw and hit himself in the shoulder?
Yes, it came back down on his through his shoulder. But you wouldn't know it looking at him, but that did happen.
I
So
imagine.
I don't think because wounds like that can happen so sudden, your brain doesn't register the pain right away. So
Oh no, it's like it's a pure adrenaline. You're like you're in shock before it actually happens.
yeah. So
I
it was kind of
imagine.
it was. I mean, it's a little gruesome, but it's kind of funny at the same time because he's fine. Like he wouldn't be with us if he made a
Okay.
you know.
Then cool. Then can I make the joke of like again? It's one of my favorite. It's one of my only favorite lines from Frozen of Olaf going, "Oh, I've been impaled."
Yeah.
Just that. Oh, look at that.
Look at
Yeah,
them. I've
so-
been impaled.
And that's right. I was saying, James. So the only reason why I don't use the dash slash too often is that it's super like. I hate the idea of I have to dash right towards my enemy in order to pull it off, because if you mess it up, you take a lot of damage from physical contact.
Yeah.
Oh, the mother load!
oh, nice.
Oh, the money! How
We're
much
rich.
money is it? 420. God dang.
Wow.
Slave.
Gypped.
I don't want this anymore.
No, I think they only did that because, well, that's the joke.
I know it's the joke. And again, I think they're still planning for release of next year, or I guess depending on whenever this video goes
Silk
up,
Song?
2020. Yeah, for Silk Song. I'm super excited to see what they're doing because I'm genuinely like excited that it doesn't look like they're doing like they're doing a sequel, but they're not doing like a straight up like full on sequel in the sense of I'm playing as this guy again. Again, you're gonna be playing as Hornet in that, and I love the idea of like her moveset looks like she'll be like it almost reminds me of like how it reminds me of how Plague Knight not Plague Knight, sorry,
Spectre Knight?
Spectre Knight controls, like how he can dash and like homing attack people. Almost
Yeah.
reminds me of that. And whoa,
What's this?
he has the quick slash ability. I guess he was a weaponsmith of some sort. He looked like quite the intimidating person.
I mean, he's a giant.
Yeah, I'm glad he's dead. I do not want to deal with that thing.
I
in
would,
full
yeah.
animation.
I would not want to tangle with that thing.
All right,
It would
let's
also
leave-
be the matter of if he probably ended up that way because, well, he couldn't fit through the door.
Help. I did not think about my location. How you doing, Hype? Well, I mean, I was gonna say, like, just another thing I just noticed back there when we were looking at that big imposing dude is I still love the art direction. I love the character designs in this world they've made.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's right, we were talking about that in the last part. Yeah, Redwall, the story with the mice
Yeah.
in the Kingdom and stuff.
Yeah, mice in a medieval setting.
Yeah, last I heard that animated movie idea hadn't quite gone off the ground, which sucks because I really would like that. I remember reading the comic that one of the graphic novels it was based on, and I know they have a whole book series, and it was just so cool looking.
There was a book series and they had a TV show.
Really, I didn't know
Yeah.
they had a TV show.
I think I caught a glimpse of it while it was on years ago, but yeah, it existed.
Huh. Actually, now that we're on that topic real quick, one thing I never actually got around to playing, and I really should get around to playing at some time, is I never played the full release of Ghost of a Tale.
Oh yeah, I still need to finish that.
I haven't touched that game in like a while, so yeah. I think it was still around the time when it was still getting updates up the wazoo.
Right, where it was more like it looked. I don't want to say piecemeal, but it was kind of like bit by bit adding on to the story of what you could and couldn't do, which is why I didn't want to touch it, because I imagine past save files wouldn't be compatible, so I basically have to do everything I did the first time again and just get a little bit further, and Aw, Cody's okay. I'm going up
down.
to ow.
I don't want him to
Stop
bark too loud that I
spitting.
can't hear you guys.
That's fair. I'm gonna go up here to a little bench, sit-in, resting spot, because yes, again, we've made it to the Kingdom's Edge. This is where Hornet wanted us to meet her at some point. So in the next part, we're gonna figure out what the heck's going on here.
It
Yeah.
also be said, ladies and gentlemen, that if you're not going for the best ending of the game, this place is actually completely optional. Because I actually never. This is the first time I'm seeing it.
Oh yeah, no. This entire everything I'm going for now is just stuff that's required for the true ending. If you just want to beat the game, you just have to make it for the 3 Dreamers, and then go back to the Black Egg Temple, and that's it. All the stuff I'm doing is technically optional, unless you want the big ultimate ending.
Right.
More on that later. Bye, everybody.
Oh, we'll see you there.
Till next
Bye-bye.
time, guys.